Morning everyone, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year break. I've not actually been out on my bike for I think 4 weeks now, due to one reason or another, so it's good to be out again today. So this is the first ride of 2022, so I'm just doing a gentle loop around the Marlborough Downs. I've just climbed out of Marlborough and I'm just heading down the road towards Rockley, and from there the plan is to head up to 4 Mile Clump via the byway to Barbury Castle, then join the Ridgeway, head round to the top of Temple Bottom and drop down towards the farm, and then climb back up onto Fyfield Down, and then there's a route that drops down through Fyfield Down to a neolithic monument or burial chamber of some kind called Devil's Den, which I fancy going to take a look at, and then from there carry on down to the road and then take a few byways back to Manton, and then back to Marlborough where we finished the ride today. Conditions today are absolutely perfect. It's quite frosty, quite hard ground, which is always good, so hopefully it won't be too muddy, and it's a beautiful clear day, so the views should be good from the Ridgeway. So it's shaping up to be a really good ride today, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get going again. So as I said in the intro, we're just dropping down to Rockley at the bottom here before we head off road, and it's a really stunning morning for a bike ride. So just dropping into Rockley, and we're going to be coming off to the right here, or essentially straight ahead up this byway. Takes up to Barbary Castle. Just flattens out here for a short stretch before we climb again up towards 4 Mile Clump ahead. That's the direction we're heading in. I've actually really noticed that over the Christmas period in particular, but the last few weeks, I've really noticed how important exercise, and particularly being outdoors, is for my mental health. It just makes you feel so much better getting out in the fresh air and seeing rolling hills and trees and things. The inner child in me still enjoys riding through puddles. I remember as a kid, this stretch up to 4 Mile Clump from Marlborough used to seem to take forever. But now it doesn't seem to take any time at all. Starting to kick up a little bit more now. Well, this is 4 Mile Clump. Made it to the top. I'm now just going to follow this track round to Barbary Castle. So just joining the Ridgeway now, and as it shoots off east down Smeads Ridge from here, we're going to follow it round to the west through Barbary Castle. Gotta say, is there anything better on a cold winter's day ride than having a hot cup of tea? Oh my god, that is amazing. So this is Barbary Castle. I'm up on one of its 2 ramparts. Now the sun's out. All that lovely hard frosty ground has turned to mud, unfortunately. Very steady, as it is a bit treacherous and muddy. So this is FiveTen Hill, just across the road, and this is a bit of a puddle slalom stretch. For those who are interested, my new FiveTen Trailcross boots are still keeping my feet nice and dry, despite getting pretty wet on this ride, particularly in that section we've just gone through. So, change of plan. Instead of dropping down through Temple Bottom, down to the left here, I'm going to carry on along the Ridgeway and drop down into Fyfield Down via Overton Down instead. Just saves me. Seems a shame to lose all that height, so then I have to climb all the way back up again. This section down to Overton Down tends to get really boggy in the winter, as you can see. Everything is just so much slower in the winter. Really notice it on the descents. That's quite a fast descent in the summer when it's dry, but in the winter, the ground just sucks all of the momentum away, like riding through treacle. So this is Fyfield Down, and going to head to the bottom here and then follow that track that runs right down the middle of the dry valley, past all the sarsen stones, and at the bottom there's a neolithic monument known as Devil's Den, or the Devil's Den, which we'll stop and have a look at. Here, follow this track down this way. So Fyfield Down is a nature reserve and is known for these sarsen stones, which are all over the valley floor. I think they were left there during the Ice Age melting period, and they call them the grey weathers because they look a little bit like sheep from a distance, grazing sheep, which you can actually see. Just realised I've got to the bottom here and there's no gate. The gate's actually up there, so I must have come off course at some point. really beautiful valley actually. The sarsen stones and the steep sides here. Just pick out the Devil's Den monument over there. Pretty fascinating looking thing. Sort of like a rudimentary arch or something. I believe it's some kind of burial mound or tomb or... I think you've just got to either wait for the spring or embrace the mud and water at this time of year. No point trying to avoid it, not going to happen. Right, just reach the main road at the bottom and we can cross straight over, and there's a handy little byway cut through to the Manton Road, save us having to go back along the A4. Head straight across here through this farm. It's not signposted, but this is a bridleway through here. My gears and brakes are making all sorts of mud related noises now. Looking forward now to getting home and giving it a good clean. Okay, this is the Clapford Crossroads coming up. I'm just going to follow this minor road back through Manton and on to Marlborough. We started today. Right, just dropping back into Manton now. I hope you enjoyed that today. Extremely muddy and wet, but still nice to get the legs turning again after quite a long time away from the bike. And hopefully it won't be too long before I can get out again and shoot another video. Yeah, as always, thanks very much for watching.